Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Urgently Reestablish Your Relationships. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. Given what's happening in the world, all the signs point to some very challenging times ahead. If the economy and things in general get as bad as they now appear to be getting, then there is a very good possibility that people may need to reestablish their connections with old friendships and relationships that they may have ignored for far too long. The reason for that is very important. A lot of people don't realize that the most important assets they have are their connections and their networks. Not just the current contacts or connections, but all the people and friends and relatives you used to be close with, but have neglected or ignored for far too long. Perhaps you had a falling out with some old friend or relatives. Perhaps you just let life get in the way and you ignore them or didn't make any effort to stay close to them. Maybe you're just not a very outgoing or gregarious person and you didn't make much of an effort over the years to stay close with your family, your friends, or even business acquaintances. Maybe some of the old friends and relatives you used to be connected to weren't making much of an effort to stay connected with you. Well, none of that matters anymore, and we'll tell you why. Who stopped talking to who is irrelevant. Who called who last no longer matters. If someone said something that offended you 5 or 10 years ago, then just forget all of that, because it won't matter very soon. If things get as bad as a lot of people fear they may, then we may be headed into some extremely difficult and dangerous days ahead. And when things get really bad, the most important asset or resource you have is the connections and contacts with friends and relatives that you have built up over a lifetime. Remember, it's not what you know, it's who you know that can really make the difference in your life when things go badly. If you have some old friends or relatives that you feel weren't people you should be maintaining a friendship with, and you let those friendships drift off, then you need to repair them immediately. Having a support network that is very strong in the near future will dramatically increase your odds of surviving the enormity of what is coming. Forget your ego. Forget your hurt feelings. Forget your pride. Forget your tendency to not want to talk to or associate with some of the people from your past. If you knew what we know about what's coming in the near future, then you would realize how important and even urgent it is for you to rekindle and strengthen those old connections that have been neglected for too long. Start reaching out to the people from your past and start calling or visiting them immediately. Make an effort to tell them that you miss them and that you want the friendships with them to be reestablished. If you don't have the phone number for someone you haven't talked to in years, then drive over to their house and just say hello, or look them up on the internet. We believe that the effort you make to show your old friends and relatives that you haven't talked to in years, that you care about them or miss them, that may be one of the greatest investments that you may make. Why is that? We believe that if the economy gets as challenging as some suspect it will, then by renewing your friendships, you will be able to help each other whenever you need each other. Asking friends and relatives for help is always better than asking complete strangers. And when you reconnect with the people from your past and strengthen those bonds, then you'll be able to rely on them if something goes terribly wrong. Equally as important is the fact that they can now rely on you for something that goes wrong for them. This newly reestablished friendship or relationship will serve you much better going forward in your time of need. Do you know what else will absolutely do no good in the future? Your ego and your pride and your reluctance to reconnect with old friends. All your pride and ego will do is make your life much harder when you need help from someone going forward and they ignore you because you didn't stay connected with them or perhaps deliberately stop talking to them. Now is the time to strengthen those relationships. You'll feel much better having done so, and it will help both of you going forward. So go ahead and start making those calls today. It'll be good for everybody. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.